It's a blessed day, another time, and we have a very special envoy, task force from the Kenya Counseling and Psychological Association. It is a very big privilege. We don't take it for granted. Blue Radio Kenya kama kawaida tunapenda wageni na tunasema karibuni sana. Na pale mali si uanzia as usual. Where we normally begin from is the introductory part of it, and I believe our listener would love to know who we are having in the studio, and please just tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Susan Chebet. I'm a licensed psychologist and also a trained trainer of trainers. Currently working at Ganjoni CDC dispensary. I'm a member of Kenya Psychologist and Kenya Counselors and Psychologist Association, Kcpa, and also a member in the task force that is also trying to reinforce the aspects of mental health awareness, being September is a suicide awareness month, whereby we're also having a walk.
Amazing.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Abdul Malik bin Daud. I'm a member of Kcpa. I'm a psychologist too. As my colleague has said, I'm also a member of Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds and Sustainable Jamii. All these organizations, we deal with matters to do with mental health, and I'm really glad and honored to be here.
Wow. Amazing. So for someone who is hearing about the Voices for Hope walk for the very first time, what is it all about? Let's start with Madam Susan.
All right. Thank you so much. So this walk is more of the mental health awareness, and most especially September being Suicide Prevention Month. So we are commemorating this month through our walk. This walk is actually more on the creating and sensitizing the community about mental health, and they're trying to break the stigmas that are associated to mental health. So now you find with this walk, we are actually having it on Saturday 13th this week. We just have around 3 days to go. And the walk is actually from Pembe za Ndovu, and the final destination is actually at Swahili Port, whereby from there we shall be able to have free counseling services and also lots of mental health talks, and trying to create more of rapport with the community, the people who will be in there. So I'm really inviting everyone. This is a walk that is very valid, and it's very much important for each and every one of us.
Wow.
Nice.
Super interesting. Undisputed. Someone once said an informed society is as well an empowered society or community. And we have the task force itself in the building, and it's all about mental health. And, for someone who is hearing this Voices for Hope for the first time, why is it called? Why Voices of Hope, my brother?
Why Voices for Hope? It's because when it comes to mental health, most people are stigmatized, and when you hear hope, in our society, at least when you know that someone is not okay, you are there informing them that that feeling is valid. Everyone feels that way. It's not undisputed in any way, and it happens. It cuts across all status in life. Doesn't matter your status in this life. Personally, when I was doing my internship at Madare Hospital, I came to realize that the people who are professors, who are diagnosed with mental illnesses in different ways, there are people who are into drug and substance abuse, bipolar, so numerous things. So you can find that a whole professor, someone who is having a very lucrative job, there was this guy, interesting person I met. He was a quantity surveyor working in a very big farm at Westlands, but he was still having mental illness. So it cuts across. So Voices of Hope, it cuts across everyone, and it doesn't discriminate. So everyone gets into that.
Amazing. That is awesome. For our listener who is listening to us pale Facebook, feel free to interact with us because we're live. You can send in your question if you have a question you want to ask our guest this morning. And as we continue right here, what should people expect during this walk, especially the routes, the activities?
Okay, thank you so much. In this walk, just from the name, the Voices of Hope, under the Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, when we say hope and suicide aspect go hand in hand. Why do people commit suicide? It is because of the lack of hope, the helplessness that they feel, and somebody feels the loneliness aspect and feeling as if everything is being against you, and the aspect of giving up. So now you find these are some tendencies that also contribute to some symptoms of mental condition like depression that later on has a symptom of suicide. So now you find out with this, we are here to create awareness in the community and to tell them that it's okay to seek for help. It's okay to ask for help. And I just want to use the aspect of the Gen Z protest that has been ongoing. We are told that suicide, according to World Health Organization, suicide is the third leading cause of death among our 15 to 29 years. 15 to 29 years, this is our young population, our adolescents and the youths. And now you see in the 47 counties, almost all the youths come up trying to protest, and you find most of them, they wamejuachilia, then they don't fear the guns, they don't fear the tear gas. Some of them pick the tear gas and weka kwa mdomo mtu anaitumia kama sigara and kind of thing. So what does that communicate to the community, to the society and the country of Kenya? This is to tell us most of our youths are actually deep into the aspects of hopelessness. And how does this come about? There's the aspect of relationship issues, financial crises, and other economic challenges, especially like a youth ametoka shule, maybe you have your own bachelor's degree, and you find when out after graduation, life gets so difficult, you don't meet the expectations. So most of them are going through what you call postgraduate depression. And now with this, if the youths don't get help, then where is our generation heading to?
Amazing. So when you look at the poster, it clearly indicates a participation, it mentions participation from all coastal counties. So how do you ensure this inclusivity of all these coastal counties? We have Kilifi, we have Mombasa, we have Kwale, we have Tana River, Lamu, and Taita Taveta. How do you just ensure all these counties are included in this great and amazing course?
Okay, for this work, fortunately, or rather unfortunately, Kcpa, it's a national board, so they decided to choose, select 10 counties out of this 47. So we are very privileged Mombasa to be among them, to be selected. And in Mombasa, we're expecting at least 500 people to come for the work. We have partners such as Cooperative Bank, Scouts in Invisible Wounds, the Mombasa County Government. Even the task force yesterday was privileged to have a sit down with the governor.
Interesting.
To air about the work, and we're really praying and hoping that people will come in large numbers for the work. Because this is our work, this is for us.
Right, I think it's amazing. So this goes to Susan. As a licensed psychologist, what challenges do you see people facing, especially around Ganjoni area, in the local community, like in the local level? Especially in Ganjoni where you're based.
All right. So in the local level, you find people are going through a lot of what you call psychosocial stresses, whereby you find there are a lot of conflicts that are happening in the families, marital breakdowns, children are coming from dysfunctional family setups, a lot of traumatic experiences that kids are going through. Not only the kids, also we have marriages that are very toxic as well. You also find there are people who are deep into substance use. And most of them have become addicted. This has led to a lot of school dropout, academic issues, academic problems. So now you find out the society is at a point whereby most of people don't see it as the aspect of mental health. People may just see it as the behavioral, they just see the behavior and end up stigmatizing somebody or judging the person. Well, it's not being aware that probably this person might be battling with a mental condition, especially for our men. Now you find the men, most of the men right now, there are some even who run away from home. There are those who impregnate young girls and they run away. They didn't intend that, but because of maybe financial crisis and financial challenges here and there, and maybe other psychosocial stresses, they end up having, being in a toxic relationship, or they themselves being toxic in that relationship. So I feel like most of the issues that have been affecting most of the areas is the substance related issue, the conflict aspects, and other, you find there are other also conditions, other chronic health conditions as well that can also contribute to other mental challenges.
Wow. Amazing. So this one is to my good friend, my brother Abdul Malik. You work with both Kcpa and Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds. How does working and community events like this help in breaking the stigma and mental health?
Working for both organizations, I do create awareness because through these organizations, I'm able to reach some places that I've never reached before.
Right.
See, for instance, right now I'm here at this amazing organization,
The Blue Radio Kenya.
Yes, the Blue Radio Kenya.
Right.
I've never been here, and I'm privileged to be here because of Kcpa. So through these organizations, I'm able to create awareness in my society, and you find that in my society, where I come from, I am based in Likoni.
Yeah.
What is normally prevalent over there is gender-based violence.
Right.
That is dhuluma za kijinsia in Kiswahili. So you find that it's very rampant. GBV ends up, it brings other aspects of mental health like depression, PTSD, trauma in Kiswahili is known as kiwewe. So all these things make our society not a better place, but at least through creating awareness, showcasing through this radio station, people get to know that you are able to reach out, and you can reach out through the youth-friendly clinic services. We have them different sub-counties here in Mombasa, in Likoni, even where my colleague is from, Gajoni.
Right.
Yes, you find that through these youth-friendly clinic services, you know, like youths, unajua vile youths watuko. Ukienda mahali unapata huyu muuguzi ama daktari anakamse atanijaji, you know. But when you go to a youth-friendly clinic service, you find that people like us are there. We are the service providers. You
right.
Okay, at least this person we can relate.
You can relate,
Nimwambia kwa nimehatubrikiwa
right.
ama nimekuwa friends kama watatu atago ama like nimehatubrikiwa na wasichana, they can be able to understand. They won't give me the judgmental eye or something.
Right.
So through these youth-friendly clinic services, our youths can get to the services when it comes to mental health. Yeah.
Are there some myths and misconceptions about counseling and psychological support you'd like to clear up during this campaign? Let's start with Susan.
Yeah, we have a lot of myths, by the way. And I realized actually the youth-friendly center clinic began in 2023. And as we were starting, I would get as less as 19 people in the whole month. And there are a lot of stigmas and stereotypes associated to mental health.
Right.
Because most of the people always believe that probably if this person is not behaving morally right, as per depending on the values of the community,
right.
they feel like that person might be cursed, maybe it's witchcraft, or maybe this is a sign. This is a sign in the spiritual realm. Because of the religious aspect of it.
Right.
So most of them would see, even some individuals by themselves, they feel this is a punishment from God. It is because maybe I did this and this. That is why I'm going through this, and it's okay for me to go through this. So you find most of them get deeper into mental health condition that totally now impairs the day-to-day functioning.
Right.
So now you find with that lack of awareness and a lot of stigma associated to mental health, because even the people who used to walk away from people who have mental conditions. So now you find now what we did now, we focused more on the awareness creation, whereby you find we began with the healthcare workers, whereby we're able to psychoeducate them, so they're able to also break the stigma among themselves.
Right.
And then from there, the walk-in patients who come in, we're able to also psychoeducate them. Once we've been able to deal with the healthcare worker, they will also be able to identify people who have mental conditions, and they'll be able to do psychological first aid and then link to the psychologist. So we find at Ganjoni right now, we have a functioning mental health clinic, whereby we have the psychologist who is available Monday to Friday, from 8 to 4:30 p.m. And also we have the psychiatric clinic, which is every Thursday of the week. So this is a one-stop shop, whereby you're going to find the psychologist and you'll find the psychiatrist. So you don't have to be referred to several other places, though it's okay for you to go. However, we also have this facility that offers a one-stop services, that is in Mvita sub-county. And I know also there are also other facilities where there are also psychologists, like I know there's Bamburi, there's Kisauni, and other facilities as well. So for Ganjoni Dispensary, this is a one-stop shop, and we are available for everyone. And the services are also free. Yeah, so kindly everyone who is listening to me, don't battle with a mental condition. As long as you're feeling distressed, you're feeling frustrated, psychologically you feel you're not okay, it is affecting your normal functioning, your day-to-day activities. It's okay to seek for help. And in this work, come join us from wherever you are. We'll link up, and you'll also you gain more information and knowledge about mental health. Karibuni sana.
Umesema it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be.
It's okay not to be okay.
Undisputed. You know, this morning when I was coming to the studio, nimekutana na mwanaume pale ako na mwenzake. Anajaribu kuimagine ile rent yenye amelipa landlord wake. Tangu mwaka uanze. Sasa najiuliza, bana hii pesa ningekuwa na save. Singenisaidia kufanya. Mimi nikasema huyu mwanaume mbona amefikiria rent? Si anaishi pale.
Anaishi.
Lakini mbona anafikiria nimekuwa nikilipa ule landlord wangu. Na ni asubuhi bro. Asubuhi na mapema bro. Anafikiri anawaza kuhusu do. So unajua I agree with my sister Susan here, because men are going through a lot, and mental health is a very serious and critical issue in our society. And if not clearly addressed, it is going to swallow us all.
Yes, trigger mental condition. And the other one that is now upcoming is the economic. The last one is the economic stresses. Economic stresses is issues to do with finances. There are people who just lose their job and they automatically fall into depression. Financial aspect. Now let us check on the symptoms. How will I know either me, myself, or somebody else is not okay? Number one, there's these symptoms of prolonged sadness, the inability to be happy, no matter what somebody tries to do to you, like, and it prolongs like more than 2 weeks. And the other one is irritability, hasira za karibu. Nyingine ni anger outburst, hasira tu kitu kidogo usha. And these symptoms I'm saying, they are change of behavior differing from the norm, the way you used to be. The change of behavior from how you used to be. So also the other symptom is kukosa usingizi, insomnia. Unapata haulali, ama what we call disturbed sleep pattern. Unalala ukiamka, unashindwa kulala. And most of the time people with depression always wake up at 2 a.m. most of them, and kama ni kulala they sleep 2 hours, 1 hour, ile mbaya kabisa severe 1 hour, and those who don't sleep at all. So insomnia. The other one is appetite. Unapoteza hamu ya kula. Na appetite tu sisi tuko mara mbili, human being in two aspects. Kuna wale mwenye akiwa na stress anakuwa na appetite nyingi. Tunaitanga stress eating. And this stress eating, people don't eat healthy. They will always eat junk. And at the junk, this one results to a lot of increased in body weight. That also leads to a mental condition of body image issues. So ni shida juu ya shida. The other symptom also is the aspect of hopelessness. Hopelessness, and that is why the topic of our work is hope.
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 Amazing.
Hope, okay.
Amazing.
And the other symptom is the suicide now. Suicidal ideation. Suicidal ideation pale mtu anaanza kufikiria kuhusu kifo, wishing maybe if I die things would be better. The suicidal attempt, the suicidal ideation, and then there's also the attempt on its own. And also the other symptom is substance use. You used not to use substance, or you used to use before but in control. But right now you are using it in excess. And if you are not using, you're not using it as a coping mechanism for stress. Okay, and the other one is it's isolation. You find yourself, you don't want to be with other people. And kitambo, you used to like being around people. Isolation. The other one is loneliness. You just feel you're just alone. Even when people are around you, you just feel you're just alone and no one cares about you. And the other symptom actually is the aspect of, I said helplessness. The other one is the truancy, especially parents who are listening to me. Key mental health affects everyone. Mental health knows no gender. It knows no status. So in children, you find the most common is truancy. Truancy ni kuhepa hepa. Hata mzee mwenyewe hakuji kwa nyumba. Alikuwa anakuja mapema, but yeye kazi ni kuhepa tu.
Anakula kona
You see mtoto hepa skuli every now and then amehepa. That shows there's something wrong. And that is symptom again.
Umenikumbusha mbali Suzy, umenikumbusha mbali.
Yes. The other symptom, because this is very critical for us to be aware. All right, these are signs. The other symptom in children is what we call tantrums, and not only in children. In every human being, there's a child. In every man, there's a boy. In every girl, in every woman, there's a girl. Hello. Yes. So now you find the other symptom is the one that I'm saying, tantrums, throwing things over, kurusha vitu, taki, like tantrums all over, like tantrums.
Right.
And the other symptom is mambo na ulcers. That is, if you go in any health facility, and I'm really encouraging Mombasa County and the entire nation that is listening to us to inculcate mental health as part of healthcare in the normal routine workflow.
Yes.
Yeah, whereby like it's part of mental health be part of the clinic for all the patients that walk in, because research shows 1 in every 4 patients who visit the hospital, one of them is battling with a mental condition. For every 4 who are in the queue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 is battling with a mental condition. And from the research, for everyone who commits suicide, the last place they always go is the hospital. Why? Because of these symptoms I am talking about. When they go and get tested, mtu anasikia mwili ni fatigue, mwili tumbo ya uma, and diarrhea. With stress again, unapata mtu ana diarrhea kabisa, uko na stress bako una diarrhea. The stomach problems, stomach issues. The other symptom of mental condition is headache. Headache. Kuumwa na kichwa. Na sana sana nasikia kichwa kimejaa. The other symptom is clouded mindset. Nasikia kichwa imejaa. Hata huwezi fikiria straight, as if it's clouded. You call it that, we say clouded mindset. So unapata huyu mtu akija hospitalini, they feel I'm really sick. Mwili mchovu, muscle tension, muscle pain. Okay, mwili, my whole body is in pain. Yeah. So unapata these people go to the hospital because they feel they're not okay. Upon being tested, the lab test comes negative. It shows the system is not okay. And because of the stigma, somebody ends up saying, yani mimi napimwa hakuna kinapatikana, then I'm cursed, nimelaaniwa, then I don't need to live anymore. So that is why you find if the mental health professional, I mean if the healthcare professional is not able to pick out that this is a mental issue that require psychologist or a counselor's mental health professional support, that's why this person gets out of the hospital and they end up committing suicide because they feel, now I've gone to the hospital, they also cannot see a problem in me. Yeah. And the next day unapata huyu mgonjwa kumbe alikuja pale, mnamuona kwa news kumbe alishajinyonga. Yeah. So what is this to tell us? That we need to inculcate, and the entire Kenya and also Mombasa County, it is high time that we employ psychologists in the various areas where we're dealing with people, such as the hospitals, the community, in the schools. It is very, very critical. Right now, mental health is also like upcoming crisis. And if we are not going to manage it, then we have no society of tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Cooperative, they have supported this work by donating 100 t-shirts, 100 capes. So people should come out in numbers. And with Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds, they have sought out youths, because it's a youth-led organization. This is a youth thing.
So Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds ni young people.
Young people, yeah. It's a youth-led
organization. Wewe kwa skanga wewe, huko scout wewe.
Kwa scouts. Nilianza kama sungura.
Sunguch. Amazing.
So and with Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds, normally implement indigenous ways. Kama like recently from 23rd August to 31st August walikuwa wameenda Rwanda. Hiyo kupeleka watu kwa Rwanda. You know, sometimes tunataka kufanya therapy outside the hospital setup. Hiyo ni nzuri. So all these things you incorporate, because you have to incorporate different things. Kama vile my colleague said, Susan, saa zingine si kupiana tu dawa pekee haitoshi. Ukienda kule nje, sometimes someone opens up. Ukienda naye una hike na mtu kidogo mkwambia hii kama nimetoboa kidogo anza kuopen up kitu fulani, you know, but in a normal hospital setup ingekuwa ni ngumu. So we try to implement all these different mechanisms people to be able to help people in the society, our youths, even the older people, the older generation.
All right. And
all right. Maybe as we continue, unajua nimesikia pale Madam Susan ametaja psychiatrist na psychologist. Madam, kuna tofauti? Is there any difference between a psychiatrist and a psychologist?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So for psychologist, now scientific term, psychology. What is psychology? Psychology is the scientific study of the brain. Yeah. The brain functions in relation to behavior. So psychology is the scientific study of the brain and also behavior. Right. So a psychologist is a professional who is trained so as to be able to deal with the brain, and also manage the behavior, because it is through our brain, the way our brain functions, it affects our thinking, our behavior, and our thoughts. So mental health is just into 3. There's the brain, your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior. Okay. So for the psychologist now deals with the triggers, the causes of what is making you think how you're thinking, feel how you're feeling, and behaving how you're behaving. So they can help you to unlearn a behavior, relearn a good behavior, and learn a good behavior that you never knew.
Right.
So for psychiatrists, they are professionals in our mental field that have been licensed to prescribe psychotropic medication. Psychotropic medication, I am saying medications that deal with the brain. Okay. So in our profession, now you find the psychologist deals with the causes, the triggers. So the first place I always say somebody should go to the psychologist. So the psychologist is able to do the assessment, the proper assessment. They can come up with an impression, the diagnosis, and then now from there they will be able to see maybe if the brain is unstabilized, like you're going through hallucinations, delusions, you see things, you hear things, chronic insomnia, not able to, the brain is not stable. Okay, so that's when they refer you to the psychiatrist to help in prescribing medication that helps to stabilize the brain. Because in the brain we have brain chemicals, the serotonin, the dopamine, the feel good hormones that help us to be able to shock absorbers in case of frustration, stress. But I find when you're under a lot of stress, these brain chemicals are suppressed.
Right.
That's why people start behaving in a manner that the brain starts functioning in a manner it was not created to function, like hearing things, seeing things, chronic lack of sleep. Okay, so that's why the medications will help to stabilize the brain only. And then once the brain is stable, now the psychologist deals with the rest of the triggers that led to this destabilizing of the brain.
Amazing.
Yes. Fantastic. All right, so as we continue, Madam Susan, it is the poster mentions registration and a t-shirt package, and someone is asking, how can I register, how can I be part of this work, and is there still time for me?
Oh, all right, sawa. So for the work, actually the registration is 1,000 shillings. This one where you're able to get a t-shirt, and also there's water, and there's you may get some lunch as well. And when we say the registration, it is not that mandatory if you don't have the money that you don't come because you haven't registered.
Right.
Okay, that is where we have our partners. We have our partners. For those who come in and probably they're not able, we encourage them to come. If you're able to come with a white t-shirt, at least with the white t-shirt, we will be able to be able to identify you, and we can give you the t-shirt that have been donated. That's why we have these partners who have offered to donate to us some t-shirts, to support us with t-shirts for those who may not be able to register. We're only registering just to support the association.
Right.
All right. To support the association, and maybe a few things that may be needed to make sure that the work is a success.
Amazing. Wow. So, Mr. Abdul Malik, what impact are you hoping to achieve from this work, both immediately and in long term?
Immediately, we are hoping to create awareness and to show that it's okay not to be okay, and you're not alone in when it comes to battling the mental health conditions, and you can always seek help. As we said earlier, there are youth-friendly clinic services. You can go to those clinics and seek the services, either you're a youth or not a youth, and we are non-judgmental in different aspects, so you can always seek help. Don't usijieke kabisa. Kwa sababu ukinyamaza itakuumiza in the long run, so usinyamaze na uko peke yako. And something interesting that I can say is when it comes to suicide, men attempts, we can compare men and women. When it comes to attempts, women attempt more suicide, but men do it more.
Okay.
They complete suicide. Complete suicide.
Tuna finish kumalo wanaume. Hakuna kubahatisha. Sawa, ni twende nalo. Lakini wanawake
they attempt,
nijaribu.
Anaona bana nikifanya hivi watoto ndaachia naye.
Baba
Wanaume anasema mama si atabaki. Mimi naenda bana.
and something that my colleague Susan had said, for the students it's 500 registration.
Okay. How do you plan to keep the momentum going after the walk? Are there any follow-up for maybe the people you get, maybe the people who might, maybe you will find maybe people who are going through that? Is there any follow-up program you have.
All right. So, for the follow-up, now what we do is that we are going to see them, see everyone, of course, maybe do some PFA, psychological first aid. And for those that may require continued therapy sessions or further interventions, what we do is that we'll take their contacts, of course, and maybe try to link them to the nearest facilities depending on where they are.
Yeah.
And with the contacts, we can do follow-up, and we also share our contacts just for follow-up aspects.
Yeah. Amazing.
All right. And as we continue to both of you on a personal level, so how do you what drives you maybe to champion mental health causes on personal level?
Okay. For me, one thing I'd like to say is mental health is my passion.
Right.
It's my passion. It's my desire to be able to help an individual be able to make the right decisions that can help them be productive in their life, especially for the youths.
Yeah.
Because one thing that drives me, I always say, there's no health without mental health. And physical health is equally important as mental health.
Right.
And mental health is the central point of well-being. Yeah? Another thing, I always say, it's okay not to be okay,
Right.
but it's not okay not to seek help.
Yeah.
It's okay to seek for help.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And maybe my final parting shot is, I say, unaweza vunjika mkono, but you can even have this is a repair, the hands that we can be given, the prosthesis, yes. Waweza vunjika mguu, utapewa wheelchair ama crutchet. Si maisha yako itasonga mbele.
Right.
Now what will happen to you if your brain breaks down? You won't be able to work. You won't be able to do your day-to-day activities. Even taking care of yourself will become an issue.
Yeah.
So the brain is the central machine that controls the entire system.
Right.
And it is high time we make sure that we put more focus on our mental health care.
Right.
And I really recommend the Mombasa community, the Mombasa government, to make sure that it inculcates mental health as part of healthcare in all the healthcare facilities. And even for the healthcare workers, it is very much important also for mental health to be input into them also, because also it's not good for you to be a wounded healer. They're also human beings.
Right. Yeah.
Doctors are also human beings.
Right.
And it is also very much important for them also to be taken care of. So let mental health be part of healthcare in every aspect of social services that are provided.
Interesting.
Mr. Abdul Malik.
From my own personal view, it's really personal. Growing up, I was depressed for quite a while, almost a decade. And that's I'm a huge champion of mental health. That's what pushed me to go and study psychology and all that. So when I was going through this, in the beginning, like nikienda kuambia mzazi na feeling kama niko chini, niko low, kama niko depressed. Kwa na shanda wewe unaambia like bado ni mdogo, ni depressed.
Right.
What is nini ya maisha, you know. And I'm so sure so people can relate with me because growing up unaambia hivyo vitu kama hivyo. Because unapata vitu unapitia, ukijaribu ku express unaambia you just put down in a way. But I don't blame our parents because also them they were not aware, they hadn't been sensitized about mental health. That's why I'm a huge champion of mental health, and I'll always be a champion of mental health. I'll always keep on advocating for mental health in all levels, even in those interior parts of Kenya.
Yeah.
We have to champion for mental health. We start from Mombasa, we go to other places. So let's be champions of mental health, and let's be each other's safe spaces. So wengine ambao ni wanasema ni safe space, but they really aren't. I mean, there's some people who they are, from personal experience, kuna ambao ni mental health practitioners wanasema they are safe spaces, but they're not. Yeah, so we need to be safe spaces. Yanzena mimi ama ya safe space.
Yeah.
Hivyo ama safe space, kama mtu anaweza kuja kwangu anaambia anapitia kitu fulani bila mimi kwenda kumwambia mtu mwingine, because pia hiyo na demoralize mtu. Amekuja kwa kwangu kitu fulani, kitu maybe very personal, when they share na mtu mwingine.
Right.
With the time the whole kijiji najua, na unajua vizuri kabisa in life. I can tell you something, mwingine enda aiseme the same thing, aongeze chumvi ama alidact some vitu, it was get.
Interesting. Be aware, those who tell you about some other people also tell other people about you.
Right, that's right. True. Yeah.
So as we last but not least, maybe you can share a success story or a moment where you've seen a mental health awareness make a real difference in someone's life.
Okay, maybe to start, for me, I've had so many cases, and actually just recently I just had a case, and this person actively wanted to commit suicide. So I was just called, and I was informed, and I was asked kindly, Susan, as the psychologist, please help us out. So I called the person, and he actively wanted to commit suicide, and he was telling me, I feel like I've tried everything, but nothing is working out for me.
Right.
I've looked for jobs everywhere, but I can't get. I feel like the entire life, everyone is against me. The world is all against me. And nimefika mwisho. And when he was telling me nimefika mwisho, I'm tired, I'm done. Just last week, Friday.
Yeah.
And he was actually at that verge. So there I was just listening to him, trying to normalize the feelings, that what he's feeling is normal because he's a human being who has feelings and who has emotions.
Right.
And also what he's going through, it's a phase. And what he's going through has a name. It was only depression because of frustration. Things not going in a manner he wasn't expecting. No one, because you've studied, you've done your bachelor's, you've tarmacked so much, and there's nothing that seems to work out in a marriage. And the wife is looking up to you, the kids are looking up to you, and yet you have no constant source of income. So just trying to make him feel what you're going through is normal. There's no one else in that situation will feel happy in this situation. Right. So when I did what we call psychological first aid, the normalizing the feeling, making him feel that he's not alone, that I'm here for him. And then from there I was able to check on the support system, just trying to inquire, maybe do you have someone around there? Do you have someone whom you can contact, whom you can call, like a friend? Because always try to look for a support system, just in case we refer. At least there's someone who is there to when you have someone on your side, you'll always feel, now I'm not alone, to get rid of the aspect of the loneliness. Yeah. But it was a bit unfortunate because now for him he was feeling, I've tried contacting my family, they don't even care, no one cares, everyone is just out and about running their own life. Right. So now from there I just had to now refer him to the nearest facility. As per where he was in, I had to refer him to the nearest facility. I linked up with the nearest psychologist because where I was kind of far. Right. So what we do, we look at the nearest facility as where he was, and I was able to link him, and they continued follow up until he got to the facility. From there he was able to be seen by the psychologist. A good assessment was done. It was just more of severe depression that leads you to the suicide. Now when you find yourself being suicidal, there's the ideation that comes in, and nikifika mahali kabisa you just feel like you want to end up your life. It's not that you want to die. Even if you ask the suicide, it's not that they want to die actually. That's why we say suicide is a symptom of mental illness. Okay, just a symptom. Okay, but suicide is not a mental illness. Suicide is a symptom of mental illness. Okay, why? Because if you ask this person, it's not that they want to die. They don't want to die. What they want, they just want to feel relief. Right. They just want to feel relief. They want to get over these extreme overwhelming emotions. Right. So once he went there, he was able to vent out the challenges that he was going through, and some medications were prescribed. Yeah. But they also refer to the psychiatrist because of the medication aspect of the thorough assessment. Right. He was given some medications, some antidepressants, that can help to balance the brain chemicals. And now from there, I've been following up. He's doing well because he was able to sleep. You remember the symptom you said about the symptom of mental condition, how it starts? Kutolala, insomnia. But kuna mwenye atalala sana, kwa watu ni mara mbili. Kuna mwenye akiwa na stress anashindwa kulala kabisa. Na kuna akiwa na stress on oversleep. And both of these affect our day-to-day functioning. Yeah? So now you find right now he's doing well. He's continuing with therapy. And even he called me and he was saying, thank you so much. I'm so grateful because I realized there are people who can help. What I was going through has a name. Right. Yeah, that is just one case. The other cases that I've had also, I had one wanted to actually throw himself in the bridge, but before he did that, he came. The last place he came was at the hospital. And now when he came, he just said for me. In fact, he had not eaten for almost 5 days. So whenever he reached at the gate, he collapsed. Wow. So upon collapsing, now he was brought to the resuscitation and all that, the drip and all that, he was able to come to. And when he spoke, he was like saying, I'm not feeling okay. I'm feeling very sick. I don't know what's the problem with me. My whole body is aching. My entire system is not okay. I feel it's breaking down.
Right.
So they did thorough assessment through the lab. Nothing was found.
Yeah.
So, and now he reached a point that he was now opening up and was saying, I feel like I'm dying. This is the end of me. I just don't want to live anymore. I'm tired. So with this, they're able to link the person to me now, the psychologist. So I've been journeying with him. And at least right now, finally, after, because I saw him last year, and actually right now he's doing so well because despite the aspect of family issues, the wife had died, then the children, they were all separated, you know, the source of income ikakatika juu ya COVID.
Right.
So now you find that a lot of stress that was around him because of financial aspect.
Yeah.
So you find now I had to try and bring the hope in him by trying to see what is it that your hands can do.
Yeah.
And do you know what he told me? My hands, I'm able to do art, beauty art.
Yeah.
I'm not, mimi sijasoma kwa mambo na urembo, but these are things I can do.
Yeah.
Like I can do the nails, I can make sure nywele, he's able to knows how to plait. And I told him that is a good place to start.
Right.
We have a lot of salons and kinyozi. Just go and market yourself. And once you get the opportunity, even if you don't have the documents, showcase your talent.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, this year brought me the business card.
Wow.
That is
Yes.
amazing.
Sasa ni yale kutengeza makucha.
Alileta business card akiniambia, hi daktari, I actually let me just, and when he came, hata sikuwa namrecognize. Like he had totally changed a lot of hope actually. But I thought maybe it's just someone who's coming, a visitor or something of that sort.
Right.
Yeah.
Me, I just passed him at the trial.
Sio wewe ndio ulicollapse.
And he was so happy giving me the business card.
Thank you so much for changing our life.
Yeah.
That's why I say psychology is my passion. When I see someone getting better, I feel like now I'm fulfilling my purpose. It helps
amazing.
me feel happy, gives me the joy, because I'm like, thank you, I've been able to change a life.
Right.
That's my joy.
Wow.
Right, that's amazing. We have 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Just because of time, namwona pale Hari in the DJ anasema ako tuned in and a follow up a conversation pale Facebook.
Right.
Anasema the conversation is inajenga yani. So Abdul Malik, tukimalizia, you can tell our viewer and our listeners where they can get more information about Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds and the KCPA, and maybe final message about the work.
And mental health.
And mental health.
Right.
Yeah. So Scouts Healing Invisible Wounds, ukienda kwa website, ukitype SHIW, that is SHIW.org.
Yeah.
Utapata hapo hivyo, you see our profile and everything just in the website. KCPA pia ukitype, you'll get our information kwa website pia. And Scouts Invisible Wounds, vile nilivyosema, we deal with indigenous ways. You can walk, hike, so we go to different places. KCPA pia, same thing. So that's where you can reach us with those two organizations. Then final say mambo na mental health. As I just said, nilikuwa tukisema tu, it's okay not to be okay. You're not alone.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And also the registration, is it still on the same website?
Yes. So on the registration, the registration is ongoing. And we are actually, for those who want to register, there's a pay bill number. You have the pay bill, which is 411-4027. That I repeat, 411-4027, and the account number is just Walk Mombasa. And this work is actually once you've registered, what you just need to do is there's a contact of the treasurer, whereby that is still. Do you have the contact in the page? Okay, so there's a contact of the treasurer. I think this poster can be passed across the Facebook of the people can see. There's a contact with the treasurer where we'll be able to send the message, and also you say your t-shirt size. Right. So all of us are welcome. Everyone is welcome, even those who want to be able to register. Kindly, we are here for you.
Right.
Yeah, don't usikose kuja jinsi because you haven't registered.
Right.
We also have t-shirts for you.
Wow.
The walk is starting from 8 a.m. and where the first meeting point, we're all converging at Pembeza Ndovu, where the governor will also come and also flag our event.
Amazing.
And plus other government officials.
Right.
So this is an activity that is supported by Mombasa County. Right? And we really appreciate Mombasa County for embracing mental health, because mental health really matters.
Yes.
So we're converging at Pembeza Ndovu. From there we shall walk through Mvita, Mwembe Tayari, Posta, Central Police, Treasury Square, and finally our final destination is at Swahili Port Hub.
Right.
So Swahili Port Hub is our final destination. There we'll have several activities. With the main guest speaker is going to be the governor. And then from there we shall have camps, the stations whereby you're able to see the psychologist, and other activities will also be available. Kindly do not miss. Karibuni sana. Hope to see you.
All right. Amazing. And on behalf of Blue Radio Kenya, we don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for making up time. And any other time, welcome back again and again.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.